Well, well, Game 7 is just about upon us. As I film this right now, I film this at just about 2 a.m. on early Monday morning. And I will probably upload this, or I will probably schedule this to upload later in the morning. But Game 7. The Stanley Cup gets decided tonight, and I was trying to think, what exactly do the Florida Panthers have to do to not become the biggest choke artists of in basically in sports history? Because the Oilers to me don't really need to do anything different than what they've been doing. They've been unbelievable the last 3 games. Florida, on the other hand, they got a lot. They got to get out of their heads. Number one, to me, Bobrovsky has got to stand on his head, I think, in order to win this game, to help win this game for Florida, and to not go down in history as, I mean, just imagine this. If the Florida Panthers blow a 3-0 series lead, this has only happened one time in the Stanley Cup Final. Once. That was 82 years ago. We were in the heart of World War II the last time, the only time this has happened, where a team has been behind 3-0 in the Stanley Cup Final and come back to win. Only once. It's happened twice where a team has come back from 3-0 down to force Game 7. But only once did a team complete the comeback and win and do the reverse sweep and win the cup. It's what the Oilers have a chance to do. To me, Edmonton does not have to do anything different. Florida, on the other hand, they got a lot to do different. They have got to me, I think one, and I would love to know what you guys think too. What are some of your thoughts on what the Panthers have to do to win this game, to win Game 7? To me, one of the things I think they have to do is they have to do something that they have not done since Game 3, and that is get the lead. They have to score first. To me, they have to score first. Scoring first, to me, is a big thing, I think. Because if they don't score first, if Edmonton gets that first goal and gets that momentum, I think the game's over. The game will be over, like right there. Florida has got to score first. I think that is the biggest thing. If they can score first, but don't just sit on that lead. Not only get the first goal, but keep pressuring. Try to keep up that pressure. Put the pressure on the Oilers. Make the Oilers chase the game. Because if Edmonton is able to play their game, Florida's done. It just, the Oilers have been, I mean, they've been unstoppable the last 3 games. The Oilers have been fantastic, while Florida has just, I don't know, I think Florida has gotten in their own heads. They've gotten outscored, what is it, the last 3 games? What is it, 18-5? Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But, yeah, something like 18-5. They've gotten outscored the last couple of games, the last 3 games. It's been a disaster for the Florida Panthers. And I mean, it'd be one thing if the series had gone back and forth, tied 1-1, tied 2-2, whatever. But Florida jumped up 3-0. And getting that 16th win is always the hardest one to get. And the Panthers are proving this right now. I mean, they were looking like they were gonna, those first 3 games, they looked incredible. They played their game, even though Bobrovsky stole the first game. They still looked good. They looked decent. Game 2, they played their game. They looked fantastic in Game 2. They got to get back to that. They got to get back to controlling the game, play Florida Panther hockey, bring what brought them to the Stanley Cup Final for the second year in a row. They need to play that way. They need to get that lead. Because if they don't get that lead and they let Stuart Skinner get comfortable, it might be, it could be those fans in Sunrise, they might not have a lot to cheer about if the Panthers don't figure out a way to at least get that first goal. Getting that first goal, I think, is critical. They can't let the game get away from them. They have to control the tempo of the game. Edmonton doesn't have to do anything different. Edmonton just has, Edmonton is doing what they do best. They go on runs. They almost broke the record for most consecutive victories in a season. What they have, like 18 straight wins at one point, 17, something like that. It was insane, the run they had been on. But Florida, if Florida can find a way to win Game 7, nobody, this whole thing about them being up 3-0 and blowing it goes away. Nobody will remember that. All anybody will remember is they won the Stanley Cup. But if they lose, this is the key. This is where it's so important. If they lose, they will go down. This will go down as probably the biggest choke in sports history. I'm talking all sports here. Sports history. It's a rare thing. This is a rare thing where a team can come back from 3-0 down and pull the reverse sweep. The last time this happened was the LA Kings against the San Jose Sharks in 2014. That was the last time that a team came all the way back. That's how rare this is. It's not something that happens very often. The Florida Panthers do not want to be one of those teams on that list. They certainly don't want to be a team on that list that did it in the final and become only the second team ever to have that happen to. So, to me, and again, I'd love to know what you guys think. What are your guys' keys to Florida reversing this trend? Edmonton doesn't have to change anything. Florida has to change everything. What do you guys think they have to do? Like I said, to me, they need to play their game. They need to get that first goal. Tkachuk needs to get moving. Tkachuk needs to get on the board. I think Reinhart needs to get on the board. Rodriguez needs to start scoring again. Bennett needs to be a force. I mean, the big guys for Florida need to get on the board. They need to set the pace. And they need to find a way to be the Florida Panthers that they've been for the last 3 rounds, for 3 whole rounds and 3 games of the Stanley Cup Final. If they want to win the Stanley Cup tonight, they got to do that. They got to find a way to get that first goal, build on it, get the lead, build on the lead, make the Oilers chase them, don't let Stuart Skinner get comfortable, and just play how you played the first couple of games. Figure out a way to play that way again in Game 7 that you did in the first couple of games of the series, and I think they can win. I think they can win, but they have to get the lead first. I think they have to get that first goal. They have to get the lead, and they have to build on that lead. And they just gotta find a way to slow the Oilers down. They found a way to slow them down for 3 games. Well, two games and like a period and a half of Game 3. They need to find a way to do that again. They have to, because if they don't, the Oilers are going to run them out of their own building. And it's a Game 7. It's the Stanley Cup Final. The cup gets awarded tonight, no matter what. And like I said, to me, the Panthers need to get the lead. They need to build on it. They need to get back to playing Panther hockey, the hockey that I've watched them play all playoff long. They've got to do that. If they don't, the Edmonton Oilers are going to be skating the Stanley Cup on the Panthers' home ice. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think the Panthers need to do to reverse this trend and not become a complete laughingstock of the sports world by blowing a 3-0 lead in the final to lose the Stanley Cup? What do you think they need to do? I've kind of given my thoughts on what I think they need to do. Let me know what you guys think. What do they need to do? And can they do it? Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button also. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated also. I'm very appreciative for all of my subscribers. And if you feel like sharing this video, share with your friends, share with your family, share with whoever. Share with whoever you want. And let people know the channel's here. But again, let me know what you guys think. Do the Panthers find a way to not become, and basically make everybody forget about them blowing a 3-0 lead by winning the Stanley Cup? Do they make everybody forget about that? Or do they go down in history as probably the biggest, or does this go down as the biggest choke job in sports? Let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys later.